I was a horrible student. I wasn't a horrible student for Indian standards. I was a horrible student for human standards. I was... Like, to an Indian person, a horrible student is, he only got 80. What an idiot, you know, like... I was literally, when I say, like, a student, like, terrible. Here's the problem. I grew up in the 80s, where 70s and 80s, there was no diagnosis for anything. Back then, you know, I had, and I still have ADD, but in the 80s, there was no diagnosis for ADD. Back then, it was like, he's a idiot. The blackboard's here, he's looking over there. Nowadays, this generation is overly diagnosed. There's a diagnosis for everything now. You bump into a mic stand. Oh my God, he suffers from bumper stand and microphobia. Take this pill. Put it on your forehead. I was literally a student. Like, I'm not trying to brag, but you know, this is actually nothing to brag about, but it's an actual fact. It's funny now, because it's, you know, this was 1984, you know what I mean? But my 9th grade final mark for typing, it was typing back then, there was no computers. Mike, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how old you are. How old are you, Mike? 47, so you're a year older than me, so you know what I'm saying, Mike. Same. We looked a little different, but let's be honest, generally white people don't age that well, so good job. Anyway, you know, but your wife looks great, so that's all that matters, really. It doesn't matter how you look, as long as she looks good, then that makes you look good, and that, you know. But my final mark, Raj, for 9th grade typing was no, I was talking to Raj. Yeah, thanks, Akbar. I don't need you to become sidebar. I need you to, one white girl and he gets all brave. You know what I mean? Raj, my final mark, shut the f*** up, Akbar, Jesus Christ. This is why your people shouldn't drink alcohol. This is why we got rid of you in the first place. We're leaving. Will your terrible drinkers go? My final mark, Raj, in 9th grade typing, and this is not an exaggeration, was 13%. Even my dad was like, son, you've hit a new low. Son, you get 25% just for signing your name correctly. What name did you put? I was a student. It got to the point where, while I was in high school, my parents literally would say to me, son, just get 50. It's a pass, just get 50. Don't have to show off and get 51, just 50. They knew I hated school.
I want to see the Chinese team photo. That's what I really want to see. The whole team like this. I don't know what it is about different ethnic groups. They just can't pose for pictures probably, can they? Asians are always... Latinos, where the Latinos at tonight? Where are you? Latinos always want to act hard in their pictures. I live in LA, all the Mexican dudes. My people are the worst. Indian people have no clue how to post pictures, do we? You want to have a good time? Go to an Indian person's house and look through their parents' photo album. Everybody stood the exact same way. I'm like, Dad, why do you look so scared? It's your wedding day. I know. I had just met your mother. I was on a flight This whole Arabophobia thing's kicking in because I was on a flight from Los Angeles to Cleveland. I'm not bragging. I see the envy in your eyes. Wow, Cleveland. How do we get to this magical land of Cleve? So I'm at the airport, right? And I'm sitting at those chairs right by you, where you board on the plane there. And sitting 3 seats away from me getting on my flight was an Arab dude. And I looked over and I was like, oh my God. That guy's getting on my flight. And then I realized something. I'm the only other brown guy on this flight. They're gonna think we're together. And that we're doing some sort of weird ignore each other trick, you know? Like, I don't know you, you don't know me, ha ha. Right? So I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna be a hero. I thought I was gonna be like the guy to save America, right? So I went and I sat right beside him. Because I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to get a feeling for where his head was at. Right? But when I sat down, I got nervous. And instead of trying to be all gangster, I turned into Mr. Softy. Because I'm trying to talk him into like happy places. I'm trying to be all positive. I'm like, hey, buddy. Looking forward to the flight? Yeah? You know what I like? You know what my favorite part is? You know what I love? I love landing. I love landing. Because then you land, then you get off the plane, the people hug you, oh, the best, isn't it? Anyway, after talking to the guy for a few minutes, I realized he was a perfectly normal citizen of the world, and I was a fucking retard, right? So I felt bad, and I go, what's your name? Anyway, and he goes, and I go, oh my God, we're gonna die. And he goes, sorry, I was clearing my throat. What was the question? Oh, I'm Jimmy.
Any hockey fans here tonight? None, huh? I'm thinking in Toronto we should start like our own East Indian ice hockey team, you know? What do you figure they'd be called? Like the Toronto Maple Seeks, you know? Oh, think about it, man. They wouldn't have to wear helmets. Just blue and white terms, man. Now, could you imagine the commentary for them? And here comes Singh down center ice. He passes it to Singh. Singh shoots it over to Singh. Singh knocks it to Singh. Singh shoots on Singh. Oh, Singh misses. Uh-oh, they're fighting now. Here comes the ceremonial daggers. Uh-oh, he's unraveling his turban. Uh-oh, they're in a corner now. What's this? They're opening up a store. It's good to see we got a room full of racists. That's always comforting for me to know.
I've been dressing up for the shows. Not tonight. It's too fucking hot here. I got to be honest with you guys. It just was. I was like, can I put on a suit? And I was like, fuck that. No, it was just, it's too hot. It's like even an Indian guy's going, oh God. And I just, that's how you know it's too hot. When, oh no. How you doing, buddy? You good? You're a big old Asian guy. Nice to see you. It's, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. What's your name? Roderick? Oh, for sure, yeah. What style of Asian are you? Filipino. You're Filipino? What the What do you do, Roderick? What do you do for a living? Work at the airport. Doing what? I'm an airplane. Maybe you've seen me. How old are you, buddy? You seem young. I can tell by your anxious energy. 29. Yeah, same age as my career, that's why. Who's that guy? He seems like an adult. Either that or a really old-looking kid. You guys all together? I don't mean it like that, but, you know.
You work at the airport too? You look like a flight risk. Even the ladies with the hijabs were like, "Whoa, no. Don't give him access." How are you, sir? Good to see you. Older gentleman, nice to see you. Can you hear me? Okay. Check. Let me know if you got this. How old are you, sir? How old are you? Sorry? 80. God damn, you look great. All right. Yeah. Here I am about to complain about getting older, but then he's 80, you know? I am getting older, not 80 yet, but I hope to make it there one day. It gets fucked up when you get older, though. I think it's probably around this age, 47, 48, is when it starts to get fucked up, and then you start to fix it again in your 50s because you realize, oh, I can't do the same. My shit's going all wrong. I don't know if you noticed, but I got fat, and Roderick didn't notice. It's good to see regular white people again. I appreciate that. I see with Canadian white people, I understand. You know what I mean? Like when I see them, you can tell who's like a regular white person in Canada. These look like proper. I mean, the guy's got a fucking Got Ketchup shirt on. I mean, you don't get any more Canadian than that, really. You know what the irony is? It's mustard colored. That your girl with you? Yeah? Good job, buddy. That's what I'm saying. Secure that citizenship. That's what I'm saying. Secure that citizenship. What's your name, buddy? Philippe? Oh, Dilip. Don't fuck. Dilip? There's no fucking Dilip in India. Dilip. That's what you do if I had to jump from here to there. I would. Oh my God, I have to make the leap. And then. Fucking Dilip. How are you gonna try and make an Indian name sound French? I am Sanjay. What is this? Sanjay. Do you mean Sanjay? How do you let him say Dilip? Are you Indian, sweetheart? What are you?
White girl from Palo Alto.
White girl? Well, I couldn't tell you. Could be a pale-ass Indian girl. You got on Indian clothing and it looks all festive, like Christmassy and shit. Like he really sold you on that Dilip, didn't he, huh? You took the leap of faith and wore that outfit for him. What do you do, Dilip? You work as of course you do. Why wouldn't you work as a programmer? Look at that brown guy right there. Jesus, with the Canada shirt, that's amazing. It's like you Googled, what does an Indian guy look like? And then you're like, yeah, that's... Wow, that's amazing. We need him for all the India promotions, don't we? Come to India. What's your name? Prasad. Doesn't sound Indian one bit. Prasad. You from Canada? Windsor. I'm from Canada too. I've never seen you there. What are you doing out here? You're an engineer. So that didn't answer me why you're out here. I didn't say, what do you do, Prasad? I was like, what are you doing out here? I'm an engineer. Do you engineer things out here? Good. That's your lovely wife? I like how uncomfortable everybody is in here tonight, huh? Oh, man. What's up, Punjabi guy? How you doing? I'm assuming you're Punjabi. Otherwise, you've got the wrong headgear on. For a Gujarati, you look ridiculous. What's your name, buddy? Sorry? Harveen? Harveen. Hello, Harveen. Gaddaji. You're from Bombay? Where? Delhi? Chandigarh? Oh, fucking hood, buddy. The Pind. I think Punjabi should be like the national language for swearing, because it really is so... It is, am I right? Like it's the only language that you can get very detailed with your swearing. The rest of the Indian cuss words are nice, you know, mother child, ooh, you called me motherfucker, ooh. Punjabis are like, never mind your mother. It goes straight to your sister with them. You don't even need to have a sister and they'll still fucking cuss your sister up. And that's not just your basic banjo, you know, that's fine. That's the rest of India, banjo, right? Punjabi's like, we see your banjo and raise you. Pandalora. What? For my white people, let me explain. So banjo is sister. That's a pretty generic all India swear word. The Punjabis will change it to Pandalora, which is your sister's. So, your sister has a penis. That's basically what they're telling you. Basically, your sister's more of a man than you are, is what they're trying to tell you. But then they take it a step further. They were like, like that. Okay, now that's your sister's one testicle. One ball. Your sister, who a second ago had a penis, now doesn't even have a full set of balls. She's just got one nut. It's so amazing. Look at you, you're like, I've said all of these things in my time. What do you do, Harveen? What's your job? You don't have a job? And you got front row seating? What the What kind of unemployment are you on, buddy? You see him when you get out of here, he walks up to your car, uncle, change, uncle. Mera pen da tata. Fucking unemployed guy with the best seat in the house. Who'd you come with tonight? By yourself? Yeah. Who bought you the ticket? One of my friends. So did you meet the guy beside you? Did you talk to him at all? What's your name, buddy? What? Darshan? Darshan, did you meet Harveen? That's him right there. You looked around like, where is he? Where? The fucking guy I was just talking to a second ago, right there. Harveen, that's Darshan. He's blind, apparently. Just, where is this bastard? I don't. Do you work, Darshan? What do you do? You own a t-shirt shop. Do you think you could get him a job? I don't think he needs one, to be honest with you. He's doing okay without one. He's got a fucking Hermes belt on. It's probably fake, but whatever. It's still. I think the H just stands for Harveen is what it stands for. You own a t-shirt shop. Nice. How much are t-shirts? 600. That's expensive, right? I think mine are 600 here, aren't they?
Deaf people. And I know this shit secondhand. If a person's been deaf their whole life, from day one to now, their life is just as normal as yours and ours. Because they have nothing to compare it to. So to them, being deaf is the equivalent to us hearing things. The only time they know something is off is when we start fucking with them. And women are the worst at this shit. Because women will walk up to a deaf guy, oh, well, that's sad. Oh, look. Poor guy, he's deaf. And the deaf guy doesn't know what's happening. Like, what happened? Is there something on my shirt? And women don't know when to stop. They're like, oh, you should hear music. Deaf guy's like, you should hear nothing. So much better. You gotta figure being deaf can't be that bad. It's gotta have a positive side to it. Say you have a girlfriend. Okay, wait. Say you have my ex-girlfriend. She's giving you shit. You don't know. All you see is... And he's thinking in his head, she's so beautiful when she dances. So much passion. Okay, before you judge me, I see a lot of people uncomfortable and looking at me like you're going to hell with me. Well, you are. Let me tell you how I know about deaf people, all right? Here's how I know. Here's what happened. Here's my story, and this is true. After 10th grade, I got kicked out of regular high school. Regular high school being where most of you probably went to school. Well, I got kicked out. Because I don't know how it works in America, but in Canada, in high school, you earn 8 credits every year. So by the end of 10th grade, you should have 16 credits. Well, I had 7. Actually, I had 5. But I picked up 2 in summer school because I was trying to catch up, right? I did, and so the school I was going to genuinely thought I was slow. Like they thought I was a fucking retard. They just did. They thought, and the only reason I know they thought I was slow, not because they kicked me out and sent me to the retard school. That was obvious. I knew they thought I was slow because I remember the day the guidance counselor called me into the office and started speaking to me. He started speaking to me all slow. Now, I didn't know he thought I was slow. I thought he was slow. And I didn't want to make him feel bad, what with all my fast speech. And he calls me and he's like, Russell. And I'm like, I was like, this guy's fucking retarded. Send him to the other school. So they kicked me out of my school and sent me to the retard school down the street. Now, when I say I went to the retard school down the street, I don't mean my school was fucking retarded. I mean my school, was fucking retarded. Like, if you had anything wrong with you, you went to my school. You were in a wheelchair, you went to my school. You were on crutches, you went to my school. You were blind, you were deaf, you were autistic, you had Tourette's, you had behavioral problems, you went to my school. My school had ramps all over the fucking place. It looked like Tony Hawk designed my school. And in my school, in our cafeteria, we had one lunch period for the entire school. One lunch period for the entire school. The whole school was in the cafeteria at once. And it was the best shit you've ever seen in your life. Because everybody with the same shit wrong with them would hang out with each other. Like all the wheelchair kids would roll together. All the blind kids would hang out with each other. I don't even know how the blind kids found each other. All the autistic kids would sit there for 45 minutes just rocking. Fuck you, I had to live this life for 2 years. And everybody in my school knew one thing. Nobody but nobody fucked with the deaf kids. Nobody. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but deaf kids are strong as shit. They are like, they have the strength of like 14 gorillas, these kids. And the only reason I know this is because one of my homeboys got into a fight with a deaf kid, and that deaf kid beat 37 kinds of shit out of my friend. He just went into this, he just kept wailing on him, just bashing him in the face. And I don't know if it's because he couldn't hear the sound of push, but he just went like berserk into this weird deaf rage. It was like, "Ah!" I don't know if he was lip reading wrong, you know. But my friend was like, stop! I was like, stop telling me, fuck off.
Sure, we'll take that one. That one will work. Sure, why not? That's. Is that an Asian guy with an afro? What the fuck? What kind of broken Asians do you have over here? What style of Asian are you, sir? You're full Chinese. Does that mean you just ate dinner and you're full, or you? I'm a full Chinese. Ooh. No more. And how did you get an afro? What the fuck? I know you. You sure there wasn't a fucking Hakwai floating around in the family somewhere? And what's your name? Nick, for sure, yeah. No, I agree. It's got to be Nick. It's one of the great Chinese names. Right after the Ming Dynasty, there was the Nick Dynasty. And where's your family from? Hong Kong or mainland? Oh, do you speak Mandarin or Cantonese? Mandarin, okay. And what's your Chinese name, Nick? Because you know, if they're from mainland China, there's no fucking way they went, Nick. I mean, it's possible that they made that noise, but I don't think they were naming you when they did it. You know? What's your Chinese name, Nick? What? Shi Shini? Shi Shini? You she? What kind of hockey is that? Shi Shini. Shi Shini hockey. And what's your family name? Shi? Shin. So you should be Shin Shini. Right. Not Shi Shini. Shin Shini. Got it. You don't find that to be better than Nick? And who'd you come with tonight, Nick? That guy? The guy with the fucking... What the fuck is on your shirt? Are those whales with straws in them? Are you the reason we're using paper fucking straws? Do you guys have any hoodies? We only have one left. But it's got whales with straws in their nose. I'll take it.
So the 1 + 1, that's what you got. What is the base of that? Like the Windows or Google or Android? Android. Isn't that funny? Realize we live in a world where we judge people by what phone they have? Like we laughed at him extensively. He's got a computer in his hand and we still went, ha ha, never heard of it. We judge people by their phone. I like fucking with people that have like older technology. Like one of my friends is like, oh man, you have a charger? My phone's about to die. I go, yeah, what do you need? It's an iPhone 4. I go, oh. Man, not only do I not have a charger, but my time machine is broken. And I can't go back and make that phone relevant right now. I used to make fun of those Android phones. I used to make fun of like the Samsungs because they made that giant ass Note 4 and I was like, oh, stupid phone. And then Apple, like a bunch of comes out with the iPhone 6 Plus. And I'm like, you fuck. Who has a 6 Plus here? You're a giant man. It would make sense if you had one, sir. You have an iPhone 4? Do you want a 1 + 1? I know a guy can get you a deal on them. And support. Who has a 6 Plus? Who has one of those? You do? Yeah. Okay, wait. Light yours up. I just want to see something.
8:30, yeah, 8:39, that's what it is, yeah. That's too f***ing big. There is no reason a phone should be that big right now. Like, that's what my beef is with that phone. It's too like, it's huge. You might as well just walk around with a laptop, you know what I mean? Just, yeah. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, I just want to change sides. I want to get an even tan. One sec. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey, can I call you back? I'm getting carpal tunnel in my wrist. It's too big. You know your phone's too big when you pull up at a red light and a homeless guy shows up with a squeegee and is like, hey man, can I clean your phone? They're too damn big. You remember back in the day, you'll appreciate this, Shaolin. Remember when they used to tell us that cell phones caused brain tumors, cancerous tumors? I'm almost convinced now that the phones are so big they shrink the tumor. Cop pulls you over. Do you know why I pulled you over? No, officer. Because you're on the phone and driving. Actually, officer, I just downloaded this chemotherapy app. I'm healing. Like, lie about it, you know? And you'll know, like, it's funny, dudes, like, I don't believe you're white. Why don't you believe I'm white? Because your name's Gurpreet. I'm like a medium brown, you know? Like, when you're not white and you claim to be white, your extremities will go dark. That's how you know. Like, I'm a medium brown. There's, like, darker brown than me. Like, that guy, you're darker brown than me. And then there's, like, lighter brown than me. Somewhere in here. One of these are lighter brown, you know what I mean? Like... But I'm middle, I'm medium brown, you know? And although I'm medium brown, like my junk, black as I'm literally showing, I'm like, whose is this? You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm hung like a black guy. He's 3 years old, but that's not the point. The point is, he's a black guy, and that's... So the only true white people on this planet can be Americans. Because they don't have a culture and they don't have a place. You know what you are, Killian, except for when you started adding shit just now. I asked a Russian guy, I said, are you white? He goes, yes. I go, no, you're not. What do you mean I'm not? I go, you can't be white. You have your own language, your own culture, your own food, your own country, a brand new country. You can't, these are not. Why isn't it funny when it happens to people that look like you? Hilarious when they look like me, right? No, you motherfuckers, you laugh. You laugh now. Yeah, white Americans are the only ones. Because they don't know what they are, you know? When you ask an American, like, what they are, like a white American, they never know. They give you, like, a weird answer. They just start naming off things, like their favorite things, like their greatest hits or something. They just want to be so many things. Like, what are you? Oh, my God, I'm such a mix. Oh. Where do I start? Let's see, I'm part German Shepherd, part... What else do I like? Guacamole. Has anybody here ever gone to Ancestry.com or 23andMe? You did it? Is that where you got your information from, Killian? Okay, so you went in, that's fine. So you did it, which one did you do? Which one? Ancestry? Okay. Now your whole life you thought you were just German. Mom's German, dad's German. Oma's German, and whatever the grandfather version is. I only know Oma from the hub because there's like the older. I never had to look for grandpa. You know what I mean? I don't know. Good. And how you guys doing? You good? You guys together? I hope so, because you're wearing the same shirt. Did you plan that before you left the house? Were you like, sweetie, you know what we should do? We should dress the same. And she was like, you're going to look ridiculous in a salwar. Okay, how about these shirts? Perfect.
That's your wife? Fiance, and that's your way of labeling her. When are you guys getting married? On 2 months. Excited? No, you hesitated. Did you see that? I go, you excited? Yeah. No problem, yeah. What's your name, buddy? What? Pratik? And your wife? 2B? Sorry? Mansi? Your parents Jamaican? Oh, you see what the man see? I never see it either. Check with the man again. See if the man see it twice. Mansi and Pratik. That's good. Big wedding? What do you think? You gonna have a big wedding? How many people? 1,300? What the fuck are you doing? I'm famous and I don't know 1,300 people. How the fuck do you know 1,300 people? Why do you know 1,300 people? What, did you invite everybody on Facebook? If you like this picture, you can come to my wedding. You get a free cricket shirt with it. That's amazing. Where are you going to get married? Here in Mumbai? Nice. Where? Because I used to invite these people too. You know what I mean? What's another couple of thousand people? It's not going to make a difference at this point. Where are you getting married? The hotel near the airport? See how vague he's being now? He's like, hotel by the airport. Which one? No name. It's just a hotel. Oi, bastard, put the phone down. Oi, come on. Punjabi guy holds up the phone. Always a Punjabi guy, starting trouble. What's your name, buddy? Aman? What's going on with the light? You got one job. It's just me up here. It's not, I don't have Beyonce and a bunch of dancers behind me. It's just me. You got one guy. I got to do this. Look. I'm not even moving a lot. I'm like in one place. I move, look, like this. And you're like, where'd he go? Where'd he go? It's one guy. It's just me. I went to, when I was in Bangkok, I went for a Thai massage. That's what else they're famous for. Just so you guys know, if you go to Thailand, you want a Thai massage, just say you want a massage, not a Thai massage, because they understand that it's already Thailand. But I didn't know, one of my friends was telling me about the Thai massages. It's actually customary over there for the lady giving you the massage to, not shoot dice. Finish you off. And I was like, well, all right. And I just out of curiosity, I was like, well, why do they do that? Not that I'm opposed to it, I just want to know why. And he goes, because, they give you this great massage and you're relaxed all over your whole body, except for dead center, you're stiff. And then he's like, well, when is a man most relaxed? Right after, right? And then you add a great massage onto that, and you're just fucking jello when you leave. You can tell who's had a massage. Everybody walking through the streets of Bangkok. Hey, all right. Is he hammered? No, he had a great massage. Really wish the three of you were sitting together, the red, green, and the yellow, because then you'd look like a stoplight. But it's a very green shirt, brother. What are you doing? What, were they sold out of real colors, or were they? Yes, I would like something in green. Green. I love kulfi. I just want... What's your name? Abhishek. And who'd you come with tonight, Abhishek? On your own. Who are those guys leaning on you? It's India. Anybody just leans on you. Hello? So you guys really don't know those two guys on either side of you? Oh, well, have you met? What's your name? What? Biatch? That is a horribly unfortunate name to have. Listen here, Biatch. Biatch, that's Abhishek. Abhishek, that's Biatch. Beside you, that's... And you two are a couple? What do you mean, no? Who vehemently denies a woman like that? Nope. Never met her. You're just friends? You're colleagues? You work together? Huh? With an accent? Yes, I heard it. You said it, I repeated it, and then ta-da. Or as that guy would say, ta-ta. You know, and by ta-ta, he means one only. This one. I gotta be honest, that is my favorite Indian language, Punjabi. Oh my God, it's just so precise. Like the insults aren't random, they're fucking directed in the most specific way. Dirty burn the land. What the f*** am I? Oh. My sister does not have a penis. It's good to be back. I gotta be honest, you seem way better than the other Delhi audiences I've had in the past, so I'm very happy about that. I know there was a comedy show yesterday, and today's this one, so I guess I was making a political joke there without saying it. That's how I get down. Anything Indian people can do, I can't do. I'm always impressed whenever you do something intelligent. Like computers, I'm shit on a computer. I'm not good. Are you good on a computer, Edward? You're Chinese, you better be good on a computer. You're fucking making them all day. The least you could do is be good on them. I mean, well, is that what do you work with a computer for a living? Yeah, so so. What do you prefer, a PC or a Mac? PC, well, yeah, that's how you know you're good on a computer. People don't believe me when I say I'm not good on a computer. Like, you're Indian. You're supposed to be good on a computer. An Indian guy saying he's not good on a computer is like a black guy going, I ain't got no rhythm. PC, that's the show off. You know, that's I know how to get on a computer and avoid diseases. I use a Mac because Macs are stupid people friendly. I am a stupid people. The real reason I use a Mac is because I go to a lot of questionable websites. Look, what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're going to surf porn on a Mac. Surfing porn on a Mac is like having sex with a condom on. You know, you're like, I don't care what she has. I'm not going to get anything. Surfing porn on a PC is like raw dogging a hooker, you know? You just, oh my God, it feels good, but I'm scared. I'm so scared. Oh my God, it burns when I download. You know, the worst day of my life is when I have a problem with my laptop and I have to call the 1-800 number on the back of it. I don't care that they've outsourced the call to India. That actually makes me happy. The part that bothers me is that guy in India knows who I am. I call up, I'm like, yeah, I'm having a problem with my laptop. Okay, sir, and your good name? I'm like, I'm sorry, your good name. My good name? What is that, my password? You want my password? No, sir, you're a good name. You're a good name? Fuck is my good name? So you're a surname, you're a family name? Oh, why don't you say so? Peters. Okay. And your first name? What's that? Your first name? I don't have a forest name, no. Enchanted? I suppose if I was in the forest, my name would be Lost? What are you asking me right now? No, so you're the first name. You're the first name? The fuck is my first name? What is that? Slow it down, buddy. Okay, so your first name. That's the same fucking thing. Sir, the name you use on a daily basis. Ah, sorry, man. Russell. Okay. No way! Is it really you? I'm all proud. I'm like, yes, it is. He goes, well. All those jokes you made, huh? Now who needs help, huh? Okay, bastard, here's what we're going to do. I am going to mirror your computer. You're gonna what? Mirror your computer. You're going to mirror my computer? What does that mean? I'm going to gain full access to your laptop remotely. Oh, really? And how do you think that? And then I just see the mouse moving around on my screen. I'm like, what the hell happened? He goes, I have gained full access to your laptop. Let's quickly go through your history. You know what? Let's not go through my history. How about that? Let's, well. Lusty grandmas. It was a pop-up. I'm sure it popped up just fine, huh? Seems to pop up 3-4 times a day. You know what I like about being back in Canada? Where are the white Canadians tonight? Just the white Canadians. I mean, you know the thing I like about my white Canadian people? They're different than the white people in the States. Sorry, I don't know, I have to wipe my water off. It's weird, but I got a little fucking OCD. What do you want from me? I'm clumsy as shit, and I know that this would happen if I picked up this one, like, and then, you know, you guys, he's so funny, he electrocuted himself. And I'm like, no, fuck you, I'm dead. And then I will haunt all of you. Somebody gonna have nightmares. That's what I would do. That's what I would do to all of you. I would do that to you. They scare you into not doing things. I don't have any tattoos. I think that's because my dad scared me into not having. You have a tattoo and you'll find out. That's how you get hepatitis. Do you want hepatitis? No? Then don't get a fucking tattoo. You have any tattoos, Al? No? You know why? Because you're from the generation, I'm not saying I'm from your generation, but my generation who emulated yours a little bit. Your generation, am I lying? You had to earn tattoos. You never just went and got one blindly, did they? No. When I was a kid, the only people I saw with tattoos were old white guys, and they would have like a fucked up looking anchor on their forearm. Wouldn't even look like an anchor, it would look like a check mark, you know what I mean? Like he got it when they hit some rough water, it was like, oh, and then... When I was a kid, tattoos meant something. Now it doesn't mean shit. Everybody goes and gets one. It equals nothing to me anymore. People are like, why'd you get a tattoo? It's just to express my individuality. No, you're a fucking idiot. That's what happened. And you decided to be just like everyone else. When I was a kid, you used to be able to look at somebody and you could tell by what their tattoo was and where it was, what kind of person they were. Like if you saw somebody with a neck tattoo, you were like, that's a crazy son of a bitch right there. And they'd always have something crazy on their neck. FTW, fuck the world. And then they would have a teardrop tattoo, you know? What's a teardrop for? I killed a motherfucker. And I couldn't cry my own tears. Don't you quit on me. Now it doesn't matter where the tattoo is or what it is. You got these little emo kids with skinny jeans and life is difficult tattooed on their neck. Real tears running down his face. Why are you crying? It hurt. People get crazy. They do the sleeve now. I got a sleeve. I did my whole arm. That's cool right now. In 10 years, you're going to regret it. It's like having an Ed Hardy shirt on for the rest of your life. Sorry, Lebanese people. No worries, mate. Harry doesn't like Ed Hardy. You gotta think. I see your tattoo, sweetheart. I see it. You look upset that I'm talking about tattoos, but what is that on your arm? What did you get?
A nautical star. It says "Dream big, work hard."
A nautical star that says "Dream big, work hard." When you say it out loud, do you see how ridiculous that is? Do you see? I'm just saying, maybe on the way to the tattoo shop, you should have said it out loud a few times. What, you have 5 tattoos? What was your first one?
I've got one on my back.
You've got one on your back. What is it? It's what? A musical note? Is it on your back or is it a tramp stamp? What is it? Is it a... You should put it like right at the base of your back and call it, put a bass clef, like. Is it a treble clef, bass clef? What is it? Treble clef. Are you a singer? Or do you just want guys to whistle when they're fucking you? Is that like I don't understand. What was your first tattoo? Was the treble clef on your back? Good. Like one day you just looked in the mirror and you were like, fuck. My back is boring. It needs a soundtrack. Women are the worst with this shit because they don't think. They always put these little corny sayings all over them and then, on my back. Women start with the cute tattoo, don't they? What'd you get? I got a dolphin on my ankle. Ding! You gotta think about the future. When you're 80 years old, that dolphin's gonna look like a can of tuna. That treble clef's gonna look like a fucking teardrop on your ass. Your nautical compass is gonna be all out of whack. It used to point north, now just everything goes south. What does it say? Dream. You gotta think about the future. Nobody thinks about getting old anymore. When I was your age, how old are you? 19? What the fuck? You haven't even had skin long enough. At least have skin for at least 20 years before you start fucking it up, you know what I mean? Because again, you're young, you're not thinking about the future. I'm glad I never got any tattoos because after 40, your skin doesn't snap back the way it does right now. Like your skin after 40 is literally like finding your favorite pair of underwear from like 5 years ago. And you go, oh my God, I still have these? And you pull the waist and it goes and doesn't snap back, And you're like, wow, my favorite underwear is now my favorite dusting cloth. This is perfect, You gotta think, I see, buddy, you got a sleeve, you got all kinds of weird shit going on over there. What is that? What do you got there? Other than no arm left. What happened? What was your first tattoo there? Tony Tats? What is that? A dragon, because you have bad breath, or? What made you get a dragon? You're obviously not Chinese or something? You like dragons? You know they're not real, right? I like dragons. I have a bunch of them. And then you were like, you know what? I got this dragon and another arm. And then you just went fucking ham on the other arm, didn't you? Where are your parents from? Because you're obviously not a white guy. What? Syria. One guy clapping. No, there was mosquito. I had to... You know your Syrian parents don't fucking appreciate your arms right now. Back home, son, we would have cut off your arms. You look like Sharmuta. Cut off your arm. I see yours too, buddy. You guys aren't thinking, are you? How old are you? 35. And how long ago did you get that dragon? 5 years ago. At 30, you were like, you know what? This arm needs a fucking dragon. And I never want to see this arm again. The Asian guy beside you has a tattoo. Do you have a dragon? Because that would make more sense to me. You have a dragon? Yeah. Yeah, he does. Show us. Where's the dragon? He fucking has a dragon. should have like a tank or something, you know what I mean? Like something that describes where you're from, you know? Like a fake set of bombs strapped to your arm, you know what I mean? Like, even the Asian guys, they're so stupid. The Arab guy has a dragon. Hey, dragon arms. Just saying, think about the future. Why do you have a dragon? Were you born year of the dragon, or? Dragons are more in tune with you being Asian, so I'm not really mad at you for having that, you know? Women get cute with the tattoos. They always put the sayings and shit on them. There was a girl at one of my shows, I go, what do you got? She goes, I got one here, and I got one here, and I got stuff on my back. I go, I got stuff on my back too, but I wax it off. I go, what do you got on your back? She goes, scriptures. I have scriptures written all over my back. She had scriptures written all over her back. Who is that for? The guy fucking her, that's who it's for. I don't know about you, but the first time I bone this chick, I don't want to flip her over and the Bible staring me in the fucking face. You know what I mean? Yeah, baby, turn over. What the fuck? Oh my God, I'm gonna come. Give me your face. Why are you coming in my face? Because I don't want to come on Jesus. It's really uncomfortable. My mom's sitting right there, and I just did that. Sorry, Mom. It's your fault. I didn't know these words before. Should have bought me an educational toy. I'm jealous of tattoos. That's my real problem with tattoos. I'll be honest with you. Because, first of all, you can't get a tattoo after 40. You look like you're going through some sort of midlife crisis. You look like an idiot getting a tattoo after 40. And the other reason is, I'm a hairy Indian guy. I don't have the real estate for a tattoo. You know what I mean? What am I going to get, a tiger peering through the hair on my chest? You know? Girls are going to like, oh my God, the grass looks so real. Megan, come here, look. He's got like a 3D, HD. Oh my God, yeah, you can feel it. It's like grass. How old are you, kid? You look young. 15, that's an awkward age, right? Don't get any tattoos. You're only 15. Don't do what she did at 15 or whatever the fuck she was. She's only 19, so, I mean, I don't know when you got the treble clef. How old are you when you got your treble clef? 18. In 1 year, she got 5 tattoos. No regard for her body. You seem like a nice brown kid. Don't fuck this up, you know? You're 15, you're in your prime whacking years. Just enjoy that. You know what I mean? It's okay, buddy. We've all been there. You know what I mean? Who's that with you? Is that your dad? Your uncle. Hey, uncle. How old are you, uncle? 34. 34. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, uncle. You know what I mean? 15, just like, ah! That's all you wanted to do at 15, you know? Hey, and just, what's your name, buddy? Sorry? Sahan? Shahan. Shahan, Shahaf, Shahaf, Shahan. Shahan, when you're jerking Shahaf. I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with you, all right? Just enjoy it. Remember, uncle, you know what I'm saying, huh? 15, even in your 20s, as a guy, you could jerk off like 8 times a day and still fuck at night. It was an incredible time. You know? I mean, you don't really do it properly, but you can. I don't try this either tonight. Don't get carried away, is all I'm saying. It never ends for a man, Shahan. You will always, as long as you have arms. For the rest of, 62. You still crank it out every now and then. Let's not lie to each other, Al. You know what I mean? It's not as frequent as it once was. I mean, maybe once a month even. But whatever, you got to empty the pipes. You know what I'm saying? You know when it slows down? Uncle, you're only 34. You don't know this yet. But after 40 is when it slows down. That's when you got to make decisions in life, You'll still do it, but it's not done with the same frequency or willingness as it once was. Like like tonight, I'll give you an example. If I don't get laid tonight after my show, I don't give a shit. I will go back to my hotel room, open up my laptop, put on some porn, crank one out, and go to sleep like a fucking gentleman. You know what I mean? Problem is, after 40, you get tired way easier. Do you know how many nights I've had it happen where I put my laptop on my chest and I fall asleep with my dick in my hand just while the movie was loading, while the movie hadn't even started. And the only reason I wake up is because the heat from my laptop is burning my chest. I'm on fire! Oh. I grew up like an immigrant, and even though I was not an immigrant in Canada, I felt like an immigrant. And then I moved to the States 7 years ago and actually became an immigrant. It's kind of a weird process for me. Being a Canadian living in America, all right, yeah, 3 Canadians, good. No, 1 Canadian flag. Good deal. Hold that up, we'll get a shot of it. Don't you want that on the fucking DVD? That's right. That's what it looks like. That's our flag, a leaf. Symbol of strength and fall. The immigrant experience is a lot harder than you think it is, You really got to give your parents props if they came from another country to here or wherever they went to, because they really took a chance, My parents left India in 1965, and they moved straight from India to Toronto, which is where I was born and raised by wolves. And I don't know how thick my dad's accent was when he moved to Canada, but it never got thinner in the 40 years he was alive there. My dad had this ability to give everything an accent. Everything. It doesn't matter what it was. And not words. Any immigrant could fuck up words. My dad would fuck up sounds. One time my dad's car broke down. He calls me and goes, "Son, the car is broken down." I go, "What happened?" "I don't know." "Well, what's wrong with the car?" "If I knew that, I'd be a mechanic." What the hell's a mechanic? The bastard that fixes the car. Oh, I think you mean mechanic. Don't be stupid. There is no K in it. That's how you can tell. You can tell how Indian somebody is by how many fingers they point with. I was born in North America, 1 finger. You. People from India, 4 fingers to point at one thing. Just see these bastards, see. Just see. See everybody, see.